You ready to go, Carla?
Mm-hmm. I am.
Let's go! Come on! It's been a great morning. Ready to get going right here, right now. Let's get it done! Alright, stoked. Alright, so hello everyone and welcome back to another 5K tennis discussion. It is still very young in this 2019 ATP and WTA season. And here we are already on show number 22. 22.
22, yeah.
So, as always, I will put a link above from the previous day's show in case you missed it. If you're new to this channel, or this family as we like to call it, we like to put a link above so you can check out the previous day's show so you can catch up on where we left off, including topics, comments, discussions, because these are always a direct continuation thereof. So check out the link above in case you missed it, or just jump in right here, right now.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go, guys. Let's get going. Everyone ready?
Yeah. It was a great women's final.
Great women's final. We had an interesting morning, though, right?
Yes, we did.
So Carla and I shut ourselves off from the outside world completely. We turned off our phones. We turned off any type of device that would alert us to the score between Kvitova and Osaka. So that way we could watch our recorded video at 5 o'clock this morning instead of 2:30 this morning at Central Standard Time. So we got up around 5 a.m. and we watched this match. So if we weren't responding right back to your comments and so forth from our viewers globally, it's because we had everything turned off so we weren't spoiled of the outcome of the Kvitova-Osaka match.
And we'll probably do the same tomorrow.
And we'll probably do the same tomorrow, absolutely. So I think we'll probably get up at like 4:30 for that one and probably catch it.
Because that's going to be a long one.
I think it's going to be a battle.
Yeah.
All right, so an incredible final, by the way.
Yes. Two great champions, honestly. I became a fan today of Osaka after watching her play.
And I did too, but I'll always be a Kvitova fan. The granddaddy of all tournaments for me is Wimbledon, and this is coming close, and she's won 2 of those. And we're going to get into that match. I mean, just touching on it real quickly, Kvitova had chances, a lot of chances in the first set. Osaka had chances in the second set to close it a lot earlier than going 3. And it was a really wonderful trophy presentation as well. And
no drama.
No drama. Great sportsmanship.
Yes.
A really exciting match to watch. An incredible final. Real quickly, before we start breaking down matches and forecasting the Nadal-Djokovic match, thanks so much to all of you. This run through the Australian Open has been absolutely phenomenal. Our best major we have done, in our opinion, in the past 3 that we have done.
I think I've enjoyed this one a lot more than the last ones we did last year. I mean, this one was really nice.
And I think we both have adapted to being more comfortable doing this, and we've had good feedback about that as well. So thanks so much to all of you for helping us through the past 3 majors that we've done: Wimbledon, U.S. Open, and this one. I feel like that we're doing better, and hopefully you guys agree. So I know that Carla is super excited about the match upcoming tonight between Rafael Nadal and Novak Djokovic, respectively. So hopefully she's able to get some sleep, but we'll see. I have my boxing glove on again today, and I have laid Carla's green boxing glove out front as well. If you didn't know, Carla and I do box a little bit, and I'll stick a link above of one little fun boxing match we had not terribly long ago. Anyway, so I have this also to control my left hand. Sometimes I get excited and I start hitting her in the face with my left hand. So at least she'll get a boxing glove and not a knuckle if I get too excited. And also it's a reminder, hey, lay off of her face with my flagrant left hand. All right, moving forward. As always, big shout outs to those that comment or call us on the telephone or email us after we complete each show. And obviously thanks to everyone, but yesterday those involved with during show comments, right afterwards, phone calls, emails, I'll get right into those. Dark Knight, much love, bro. Staying involved. Love you, man. You've been here a long time. Sister to Queen, let's go. Always hard-hitting comments, always very
I love her.
Yeah, I'm a big...
Actually, I love both. There's 3 females that usually make comments. And
Sister the Queen,
very great.
Kiyosama, and I forget who the other one was.
The one that helped us with pronunciation.
Oh yeah, she was in Serbia. Alexa Radunovic.
There you go.
There you go. Let's go. First Yo 9, always making noise. Wainam Chia in Singapore. Salute you, bro. Kiyosama jumped back in the other day.
I know. She's been busy. I understand.
Hope all's well, Kiyosama. Yes. Rajesh Kumar, the robot is back. I'll do a quick hello from Rajesh Jr. So I love this guy.
He really likes that music.
Yeah, I really.
The beats, I mean.
I'm really a fan of Rajesh Jr., so appreciate Rajesh back on with the boxing glove. Ethan D.A., big time follower at this point, always jumping in. Much love, Ethan.
He did the same. He sent me a message. He's like, I didn't want to hear who won, and I watched it around that same time we watched it. So.
Same brainwave, bro.
Yeah.
Same brainwave. Simone Simonovic, always around, always making noise. Stefan Nizovic, same way, always making noise. Good tennis player as well. B-Dog02, one of the original followers, one of the original people that made comments here, and also has contributed to our new tripod that our cell phone is sitting on. Ivor Savage.
You forgot Arvis?
Well, I've got him coming up.
Oh, okay.
So I got Arvis next. So Ivor Savage. Much love to Ivor Savage, family friend.
Thanks for the jacket. I love this one.
Yeah, the beautiful Ytex jacket. Again, Ytex isn't just a company for us. They have always been on top of our personal needs since long before this show even existed. We were using Ytex stuff in Montgomery when we had another business for racket stringing long before we ever even dreamt of doing this show, and they have been on a personal level for our needs ever since. So when a company, a major company, thinks of you as a person and not a number and actually cares about you and your needs and calls you, much love, let's go! And the entire Ytex team that has always contributed to our needs when we need them.
Correct.
Okay? Lastly, from yesterday, Arvis Jagemeyer, longtime friend, longtime tennis sports writer, and an absolutely tremendous tennis mind. Check out his blogs and threads on GrandSlamFantasyTennis.com. I think his thread is Challenger Chat, if I remember correctly. But much love to Arvis. All right, let's jump right into tennis action. Enough of all that. Let's start with tennis action from yesterday, which we really enjoyed, wheelchair tennis.
Yeah, I've never really paid attention to wheelchair tennis, but, you know, I said, Justin, let's see what's going on in the Australian Open. We know the women are not playing till much later, and wheelchair tennis was on. The men's final, wheelchair tennis. We had an Australian player, Dylan Alcott, against the American player, David Wagner. These guys really play well. I mean, their serves were nice to look at. Their forehands, the ground
strokes were nice.
They used their mind. They pumped the crowd up, and it was hot too.
In 2007, I had an opportunity to go to the U.S. Open. Actually, went twice, but in 2007, I had an opportunity to go there to kind of work around some of the racket stringers, and was able to venture to the boys' final. To the men's final, that was Federer Djokovic there. Federer won in straight set, 7-6, 7-6, 7-6. Let's go! Actually, I think it was 7-6, 7-6, 7-5. Let's go! However, I had an opportunity to sit courtside with the wheelchair tennis then, and it's truly an amazing thing to see. We had
our older son was watching, Jonathan. He had never seen wheelchair tennis, and he was pretty shocked the way these guys hit. I mean, their serves were consistent. I mean, it was amazing to watch. But good for Australia. They have something to celebrate. Dylan Alcott won his 5th consecutive Australian Open singles title.
Let's go!
And he won the doubles with his partner, Heath Davidson.
Let's go!
So he's a 6-time major. Also, I did some research on him. He is a Paralympic gold medalist in tennis and basketball.
Woo! So
yeah, he said at 14 he was watching one day tennis, and he said, "Man, I really want to do that." And he's definitely accomplished a lot.
Yeah, this is one of those speechless moments for me. This goes to show you that human beings are amazing, amazing creatures. If you put your mind to it, you can do anything. These guys are athletes, and they are not held back by anything. And that is a testament to these guys' strength and will as human beings for sure. And this was an amazing final to watch, and good job to both men here.
He's 44 years old, and I read a little article where Novak Djokovic said these are his heroes, watching these guys play.
Seriously, great job to both men, and if anyone out there has an opportunity to check out some of these gentlemen and ladies that played this at this level, I think you will be absolutely shocked at their athleticism.
Yeah, definitely.
Great job.
We also had a chance to watch Junior Australian Open.
We did.
So the number 1 seed of this tournament, Lorenzo Musetti from Italy, defeated the USA kid from Emilio Nava. He saved 2 match points.
Yeah, these are the boys, by the way.
These are the boys. He won in 3 sets. He saved 2 match points to win the Australian Open Junior Championship.
Yeah, so we can't forget about Kylie Collins, a friend or a daughter of some friends of Ivor Savage, who again is with Witex out of Savannah, Georgia, that made the Australian Open main draw, one of the youngest of 4 Americans. So great job to her and obviously her parents. And great, that's girls, so we'll get to that.
We'll get to that. And you know what? This says that's a good thing for American tennis to have a boy in the finals, you know?
Yeah, and you know, I've seen the last junior I had a chance to watch in person, and he's now well into his pro career, was Dennis Kudla. Mm-hmm. If I remember, I had a chance to see him up close play, and then hopefully we see Dennis Kudla more.
Barankis you've seen also.
Well, yeah, I watched, but Barankis was from Latvia, but I watched Jerzy Janowicz. No.
You did watch Jerzy Janowicz.
I watched Jerzy Janowicz play Ricardus Barankis in the boys' final in 2007 while I was there, kind of watching some of the stringers get down and dirty. And man, the stringing teams at those majors are absolutely incredible.
They're beastly.
Wow. Anyway.
So the girls played also. Clara Tansen from Denmark defeated her opponent, Leila Annie Fernandez from Canada.
Yeah.
And that was in 2 sets, 6-4, 6-3.
That was a good match. We watched that match in its entirety yesterday.
They hit some angles. We asked the boys, you think you could beat them? They were tough cookies.
I think at first they were like, yeah, we'll destroy them. And they were like, hey, wait a minute. But these young girls fought hard, and we watched the trophy presentation as well. When you see young girls at this age that speak so well, so eloquently in front of a crowd of people at their age, you have to tip their hats to their team, to their parents, their upbringing, their schools, their teachers, their coaches, everyone in between, because these girls were very solid young ladies on top of very solid tennis players. Well,
we also watched junior girls doubles. Chloe Beck from the USA and Emma Navarro defeated Adrian Nagu from Hungary and Natsumi Kawaguchi from Japan.
Great match.
So the USA represented again. They won in junior women's or junior girls doubles.
Yeah, and that it was absolutely. We saw some highlights of this. Didn't get a chance to watch it. There was only a couple live juniors matches on.
Bits and pieces.
So we saw bits and pieces of it, and great job.
The boys double, we had the Czech Republic. You know, we have a lot of players from the Czech Republic also. Both boys were from the Czech Republic. Dalibor Sversina, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong, and Jonas Forechtek defeated the American team Emilio Nava and Cameron Kingsley in 2 sets.
Great job again.
So here we go.
Yeah, we got another showing of a U.S.
So
team,
Emilio Nava made the junior boys final and the doubles.
Let's go!
So he's a solid player.
Great job. Keep up the hard work. It gets tougher. Dig deeper. But if you dig deep and stay humble, the sky's the limit.
For the mixed doubles, they had their finals yesterday. The Czech Republic again. They won the mixed doubles title. Well, one of them was from the Czech Republic. Barbara Kreshikova and from USA, Rajiv Ram defeated John Patrick Smith from Australia and Astra Sharma from Australia.
Great job there.
2 sets.
Rajiv Ram has been a player for a very long time.
Didn't we see him play singles?
He played
against Shapovalov, and you were getting on me about that?
No, that was a different player.
Okay.
But that was a different player.
Okay.
But Rajiv Ram has played some singles, but he's been a veteran on tour for a long time. Great job there. Great job there. All right, so I think that completes juniors, doubles, and mixed doubles.
Yes.
And now we're going to move forward to the beautiful match that we had the opportunity to watch in its entirety, every ball strike, and that was the women's final, and that was Kvitova against Osaka.
Well, Osaka defeated Kvitova 7-6. The first set tiebreak was 7-2, 5-7, 6-4. This match from the beginning.
Let's start with the first set.
well, let's start with the first game.
Okay, well, let's start with the first serve. Osaka served. Her first point was a double fault.
Yes.
When I saw that, I was like, ooh, here's some young nerves. Petra is going to, really dig deep here.
But I reminded him how she aces and has gotten herself out of trouble.
Yeah, I mean, it did. I mean, I didn't change my whole mindset of the match. I just said she is young, and this is going to tell the tale, I think, after the first point.
But it didn't.
Didn't happen.
Let me tell you, these girls from the first game to the end of that first set, it was intense tennis. I mean, Petra Kvitova had break points.
I think she had five or six break points in the first set alone. Converted 0 of those.
0 of them. Which after she didn't. To me, when she didn't take advantage of those break points, I said, yeah, I think I'm going to give this set to Osaka. Because Osaka was on her serve. I mean, she was putting pressure on Kvitova on her serve, I think around 3 or 4 games. And then they went to the tiebreaker.
Yeah, and from the get-go, Kvitova had her 1-2 punches going. She had her serve out wide on the forehand side and the deuce court kicking. She had
the drop shots.
She had the drop shots. She had the out wide serve to the backhand side going with the forehand down the line after that. And I thought that Osaka would have a tough time adjusting to the left-handed game, as we all do.
Well, she was standing in her... Remember, we were watching her first serve. If Kvitova missed her first serve, Osaka would come in like really close on her second serve, and that wasn't working in the beginning. We're like, because she's lefty, she serves it out, so which... It's trouble for a two-hander back.
It has the kind of natural hook on it,
yeah.
And again, she can really Kvitova can really hit that. She can really hit that wide serve. And when it was about 1-1 or 2-2, I was telling Carla, and the sun was just coming up. I told Carla, I was like, Osaka cannot continue to return the ball so shallow. She can't continue to do this 2 feet inside the baseline. As we move forward, she continued to do that, and it worked. But I felt like she needed to back up at this point. I thought that it was in Kvitova's corner. I thought Kvitova was looking like the better player halfway through.
She looked like the better player in the first set, in my opinion. But obviously, Osaka took that tiebreaker at 7-2. And I thought, well, she looks down to me now. Well, it's going to be tough to come back.
Well, yes, but I don't think that's what deflated her was in that set. I think if I'm playing Carla or anybody and I've got 1 break point, don't convert. Okay. If I got 2 break points and don't convert, oh, yeah, all right. If I got 3 break points and don't convert, oh, shoot. In my head, sometimes if I've got 4 break points and I haven't converted any of them, now I'm starting to question what I'm doing as a tennis player.
Definitely.
This is one of the reasons, too, I dislike coaching on the sidelines during non-major tournaments, because this is when the coach will come down and say, hey, keep your head. This is why I love...
this is why they should not do...
Yeah, because and we won't get into that. We'll talk about that in a video some other time, and I think we already have before. But I love the way that the girls were left without coaching on the sidelines to fend for themselves. This is what tennis is all about. I felt like Kvitova lost the sparkle in her eye after having not converted 1 of 4 break points.
I agree with you. She was hitting a lot more. She was hitting a lot of balls out. She was almost like hesitant.
Yeah, a little reluctant too, maybe. But she was hitting great, and then she went over 4 in break points, and it seems like her game just kind of tightened up a little bit. Then we get to the tiebreaker, and I think Kvitova had another break point in one of the next couple of service games, so I think she went like 0 for 5 in the first set.
No. Osaka won her first point, and then
not in the tiebreaker.
It was 7-2 in the tiebreaker.
No, I'm not in the tiebreaker yet. There was 0 for 4 break points, I think, at 3-4 or 3-2 somewhere in there, or 2-3, and then she had another break point in another game after that. Ultimately, she didn't convert, and we ended up in a tiebreaker. When we got to the tiebreaker, Osaka had a brilliant down-the-line return on Kvitova's... Osaka served first, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, she won her point.
She won her point. Kvitova gets it, serves it in, and Osaka drills a ball up the line, and she goes up 2-0.
Yeah.
After she ripped that ball, there was a definite kind of a real tightening in Kvitova's game at that point.
Definitely.
Anyway, the rest is history. She wins the first set 7-6. Now we go into the second set.
Yeah, I thought, okay. I was like, Osaka's going to be tough to beat in the second set, Yeah. And they started out quickly, 1-1. It started pretty quickly. The games were going quickly. I mean, they were holding serve sometimes at 40 that game.
Yeah, so right at this point, it went from 1-1, if I remember correctly. All of a sudden, we're at 4-2 Osaka.
Yeah.
Because I was like, uh-oh. here we go. However, shortly after that, Osaka dropped the service game. So Kvitova broke back, right? So we were at, I think, about around 4-3 at that point in the second set. Anyway, fast forward to the end of this set, we had a Kvitova take it 7-5, correct?
Well, you forget that Osaka was serving to win match points.
Yeah,
she had match points.
Match points, correct.
Yeah. Didn't she have 3 or 2 match points?
I don't recall that. I don't recall that. That's where I had to get up and rinse off in the shower.
Yes, she did, because it was Kvitova serving, and she was down love 40. I thought she was down love 40.
Right.
And once she held her serve.
So, at 5-3, I know that Osaka was serving. I took a break here, jumped in the shower. It was 2-2. I got out of the shower.
I can't remember. I'm pretty sure.
I got out of the shower, and it was 4-2.
She did have 3 match points.
So
I remember. They were saying, oh my goodness. They were like...
I know that Osaka was serving at 5-3 at some point and coughed up her service game, made it 5-4.
There you go. That's what it was. Yes.
Yeah, I don't remember the 3 match points there. You guys can comment on that. I don't recall.
I think that's the next set.
Yeah, I don't recall the 3 match points there. However, I may be wrong again. I took a shower break. I go in the shower, it's 2-2. Get out of the shower, it's 4-2. Then it's 4-3, and then Osaka is now serving for the match. She coughs up her service game. It's 5-4. Kvitova holds, and she ends up taking the second.
Yeah,
set.
you could see her whole attitude change too. You know, we never see her get upset. She's very she seems like she's at peace, but she was kind of throwing her rack.
Yeah, she got frustrated.
She was frustrated. Yeah.
However, I don't think I've ever seen a young player get rid of her frustration as quick as she did. She went right back to smiling really quickly.
Yes.
Fast forward to the third set. It was close at first, 1-1, 2-1, something like that, 2-2 maybe.
Gets broken, Kvitova.
Then she gets broken, and pretty much the match stayed, kind of tight neutral on Kvitova's side. Osaka kept ripping balls, and I never saw Kvitova stop fighting. I just saw her play more neutral instead of painting lines and being aggressive.
Yeah.
And, she had some flurries of fight in there, kind of like a boxer.
She had a chance again, a break point, but she didn't take it.
Yeah, I mean, it was like a boxer late in the match. He's throwing jabs.
She had a chance again.
But not really taking a lot of chances. And Osaka...
And Osaka, too, she could have ended it earlier, but it went to 6-4. So...
Great match.
Great champion.
Enjoyed it. I think you have some statistics, by the way, some finishing statistics.
Well, like you were talking about break points. Osaka had 14 chances and she only converted 3. Kvitova had 10 and only converted 3. So 3 out of 10 break points, 3 out of 14 net points. Osaka does need to learn how to volley a bit. That's one thing I did learn, that 0 out of 3. Whereas Kvitova, 10 out of 12. Winners, they were even both, 33-33. Unforced errors, Osaka had 33, Kvitova had 39. Double faults, they were both even.
4 apiece, I think, yeah.
4 apiece. Osaka had more aces, 9 to Kvitova's 5. 116 points, won by Osaka, 112 by Kvitova. Service percentage, they were pretty even. Both first service percentage, 76% for Osaka, 71% for Kvitova.
That was an important statistic right there.
Yeah, and second serve, 50% for Osaka, 51% for Kvitova.
And those are points won?
Yes.
So... Second serve points won, they're about dead even.
And then receiving points won, Osaka did it better, 45-39 for Kvitova.
So this match was very close at the crucial points. Osaka handled those crucial points a little bit better, a bit more consistently. If this was a boxing match, it would have been almost a split decision, or it was a split decision, but it could have been a draw. But unfortunately for tennis players, there is going to be a winner.
After watching Osaka today, I mean, I doubted her last year. I didn't think she could win another slam. But she did back-to-back. Good for her. That's 2 slams, and she's number 1 now in the world.
Number 1 in the world.
It's good to see that power tennis is taking over instead of pushing and counter. I don't like that type of tennis. I like power tennis.
We've turned the page from the Wozniackis and the Radzwanskas and so forth, and now we've got some heavy hitters all the time.
Awesome to see. And 2 humble champions, by the way. And I hope Kvitova wins Wimbledon. Osaka deserves it. Great speeches. Wonderful to watch.
We'll see what happens. Also, too, this breaks the long-time Grand Slam champions being different every year. For the last 8 in a row, we've had a different Grand Slam champion on the women's side. Now Osaka has won the last 2.
But it's fun to see that, Justin. This women's tennis is more exciting now
than
men's. I mean, it's more exciting.
Very exciting. As you can see, that the women deserve every bit of equal prize money because I think this tournament up to the finals has been way more exciting on the women's side.
Great.
All right, let's move forward. Let's do a quick recap for time reasons of the matchup coming tonight between Novak Djokovic and Rafael Nadal. I know who you got.
Come on, vamos!
What does Nadal have to do to win?
Nadal has to win the first set, and he can't have Djokovic running side to side because we know he can run and he can hit those cross-court shots. He has to neutralize the points, hit to the middle, and I think he needs to watch out with his backhand. No short balls, Nadal.
I don't think it's imperative that Rafa wins the first set.
I think it is. I think it is. If you're down to Djokovic, it's tough to get out of it.
Now, I know Sister to Queen yesterday respectively made a comment that she kind of worries about the length of the match in terms of speaking about Rafa because of some bandaging on his abdomen. Yes and no. I mean, it's there, but is it theatrical? Maybe. I think Rafa will be just fine. I think it's a coin toss at this point. I think Djokovic is very fit, and I think Rafa is very fit. I think it will be a battle. I know Sister to Queen also mentioned that she hoped it isn't another 6-hour grind fest. Remember, there's more rules in places. There's time clocks. Tiebreakers are in effect, so I don't think because of the new rules we will have that type of match in terms of duration. But this is a coin toss match. At this point, I give it 51% chance of winning to Djokovic, 49% chance to Nadal. But
so you switched from yesterday?
That's what I said yesterday.
Oh, I thought you said Nadal.
No, I said 50. You can check the history.
Oh, I'm going to check that.
Well, my boxing glove.
I'm going to check that one now. I really thought he said he gave
I said
Nadal.
I said it was a coin toss, but 51% Djokovic, 49%.
She also
Nadal.
did say, who do you think people are rooting for? Who do you think Federer's rooting for? Nadal or Djokovic?
See, she said...
I say Nadal because I don't think him and Djokovic get... I think
that
Nadal.
makes no sense. You're going to tell me that you think Roger Federer's rooting for Nadal because they're friends?
Yeah,
no. Roger Federer has 20. Roger Federer has 20 majors. I don't care who his friend is. He does not want to see anybody close to that.
Yeah, but here it is, Djokovic passing his Australian Open record. Do you really think he wants Djokovic to get closer? He prefers Nadal to pass it than Djokovic.
How do we define?
Anyways,
how do we define who the best ever is? I mean,
by Grand Slams.
By Grand Slams.
Not by many viewers, though.
And that's debatable too. Last year we got
into
this whole PP contest about who's greater because of one head-to-head thing. But it's how many majors you have. How do we say who's the best basketball team of all time? Who's the best football team of all time?
Why do we have to say?
Because I can't use it.
Out here too.
So I can't have who's the best football team ever? Who's the best quarterback of all time? Who's the best basketball? Jordan, 6 championships. Tom Brady,
all right,
5 Super Bowls. That's how we judge it. So Federer doesn't. I can tell you what, he cares way more about someone getting closer to 20 than he does about just who won the most Australian Opens. I mean, geez, no one's going to touch Rafa's 11. It don't make any sense. Come on, man. Of course, Federer is definitely rooting for Djokovic. Definitely. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Rafa has to hit deep. Rafa has to keep Djokovic. Now, Djokovic is very good on the run, so he has to be careful there. But Nadal needs to clear the net with his shots by about 9 feet, have him clip in the corners, push him back, and then come in.
Maybe come into the net and
get the points done. If Nadal sits there and tries to trade licks without a bunch of net clearance, bouncing and jumping up at him and making him hit the high backhands, making him hit the high forehands, forcing him to take it early. Not that he is hoping to take it early and getting there, and make him take it late. Make the ball get up high. Don't let him come in and dictate points. If Nadal wants to win it, he's got to hit deep, clear the net by 9 or 10 feet, push him back, and then come right in on those balls and get those points done.
Well, he's a better volleyer from Djokovic out of the two, so he has a good...
If he turns it into a triathlon, Djokovic will win. If he can turn it into more of a 4, 5, 6 shot rallies and start putting Djokovic on his heels, Rafa will win.
Yeah, Rafa needs to end the points quicker. Djokovic is very good at hitting back and forth. He's like a wall. If
it's back and forth and he's not clearing the net by 6, 7, 8, 9 feet, then ultimately Djokovic will win. All right, can't wait for that tonight. Quick ending health topic for the day. Pickle juice. Go figure. We have seen a lot of players drinking pickle juice at this point. Your feedback on that? Supposedly it contains plenty of sodium, potassium, and vinegar, which reduces the amount of cramping 40% quicker than water. We see soccer players use it at this point. We see Tiafo, Medvedev use it this year.
And it didn't help him. So.
And oddly enough, they say it helps with bad breath. Go figure that out. Pickle juice? Hey, baby, let me drink some pickle juice and give you a kiss. Nah. Maybe, though. Maybe. So it's actually been backed up by physicians around different sports that, yes, in extreme hot weather, pickle juice is 40% more efficient at controlling cramps and heat-related exhaustion than water.
So they're making some moolah then on that.
Your thoughts on that? All right, so that's it, guys. That's it, ladies and gentlemen, for the show for today. It's been an incredible women's tournament. I think that we can all agree that this year's women's tournament in entirety has been more exciting than the men's. We'll have another early show tomorrow. Next week, we will be doing some YTech string test and play test, so we can catch up on that. So be ready for that. I know Carla has switched to one of their strings, Hexagon X, that her and my middle youngest son, 5 kids, my 4th oldest, has switched to that as his exclusive string. So we'll be reviewing that off the stringer and on the court next week. And there's also a link below for YTech's website below if you want to check out some of their products. Much love to Ivor, very good friend. We love you, and you've been helping us for a very long time. If you wish to contribute to our channel, there is a link below for that. Comment. The more topics you give us, the quicker we come back with a show during the lulls in the smaller tournaments. Full-time back for Indian Wells and Sony Ericsson. Like the show, click a like below, subscribe to our channel, and please share our videos. After all, we have goals that we want to meet, so we can do this on a more everyday basis throughout the entire season. See you tomorrow. Have a great, great, great day, and as Carla always says,
adios. And let's go, Rafa.
Let's go.